أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أما بعد فقد قال الله في كتابه الكريم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أيحسب الإنسان أن نجمع عظامه بلا قادرين على أن نسوي بنانه صلوات. In our discussion in Dua Kumail, we reached to this sentence. As you know that when we were discussing last week, the week before of course, Ya Rabbi irham ضعف بدني ورقة جلدي. So we discussed رقة جلدي, the thinness of my. See, the body is weak. We cannot tolerate a little pain. How about a pain which is going to remain forever? For a little while, can you stand up now outside in this weather, which is cold, in cold weather, without wearing anything for an hour? No. How about in very hot weather for an hour, 2 hours, outside under the sun? It's hard maybe. You could do it, but not for the whole day, just standing. When this little heat is not tolerable for us, we cannot bear it. How about the heat of Jahannam? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all of us from that heat. So Imam is referring to the punishment of Akhirat, in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to punish every evil, everybody who has done wrong. That punishment is not going to be a little kind of punishment which we face sometimes here in this world. You got a ticket, you got some fine, you got some, and Allah forbid somebody went to the jail or some more. These are not that punishments that has been mentioned in Quran and which are out of wrath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Imam is referring to that, acknowledging the situation of a human being himself. His dha'f, his weakness. So you can place a stone, a rock in the fire. No problem. You can put it in there. It may remain in the fire for a long time. You can place an iron. That iron also may stay for a long time. But if you put a piece of wood, that wood is going to burn immediately. Why? Because it cannot tolerate the heat of fire. But still, this piece of wood is not going to feel any pain. But can you put your hand on the fire? You cannot. Can you, the whole body, can you put whole body in the fire around? You cannot do that. So when we are so weak compared to rock and that piece of iron and even piece of wood, we are weaker than anything in this world when it comes to tolerate fire. Now, Imam is breaking down that situation. First, weakness of body. Our body is weak. The second are, not just the body, the ضعف بدن رقة جلدي, skin. See the skin, how thin the skin is. Thinnest thing you have in your body is skin. And this is the one that we discussed last time, that feels the pain. The third thing that Imam mentioned was دقة عظمي, the fineness of my bones. Bones are very fine, again very weak. Allah forbid if you fall down and you break your bone, it's very painful. And it takes time to come back to normal. If it is broken from many places, even it's going to be harder. And it will break very soon. If you throw this piece of food on the earth, it's not going to break. If you throw a rock, it may not break. But your bone is weak, it will break. So thinness of my bones. So see, Imam is teaching us that we should always remember, we should not take it easy. When we hear that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to give you Jannat if you do good deeds. Jannat, what is the paradise? What bounties we will receive there? Right? If you get a very little prize for something to do, you will do it for that prize. If somebody tells you, okay, tomorrow we'll have Dua Nudba. Anybody who is going to attend Dua Nudba, in tabarruk of Dua Nudba, instead of you get some tabarruk, you will get $100 each in a envelope. Everybody will get $100. Okay, see, this is just an example, okay? Don't take it serious. So if it's not example, if it is reality, that tomorrow, and we announce that tomorrow, one of the mu'mins has sponsored this Dua Nudba, and he has announced that whoever attends this Dua Nudba, he will get $100 in an envelope as a tabarruk. What do you think? How many people will show up? MashaAllah, MashaAllah. How about if the announcement is for $1,000? You need real immediate expansion of this center. You will say, see how many people, MashaAllah, are here. If this is true, that you will get $1,000. So, on one side, Jannat is promise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not $1,000. $1,000 is nothing, $1 million is nothing, $1 billion is nothing. This whole world is nothing compared to those bounties of Jannat. So don't take it easy when you hear about Jannat. Just show your interest as you show for $1,000, at least $4,000. At least think in your mind that Jannat worth $1,000. Okay, fine. If $1,000, why should I leave my salat? Why should I leave my wajibat? Why I should do something haram? Right? Just think. So Imam wants us through this dua to feel the reality. Things that we don't see. We don't see Jannat, we don't see that prize. That's why we take it easy. Ya Allah promised He will send us to Jannat. If really this is true that He is going to send us for Jannat, we'll do nothing but what Allah wants. Correct? We'll do everything that Allah wants, Allah likes. Why? Because He's going to give us such a great prize of Jannat for every single thing we do good. On the other hand, Allah said, if you don't do good, if you do something wrong, I will send you to Jahannam. My chastisement. This chastisement Don't take it easy. We cannot tolerate 1 minute, putting your finger for 1 minute on the stove. Can you do it? 1 minute, 60 seconds. Who can do that? Anybody here? No one? Nobody in the whole world. 1 minute on the stove, on the fire, on the flame. So, okay, I'm putting my finger on the flame. Ooh, burning, burning, burning. Cannot do that for 30 seconds. If you cannot do that, if you cannot put for 30 seconds willingly, unless somebody, forcefully put your hand on that. But you cannot put it willingly, right? How about for 1 hour? How about for 1 day? How about for 1 week on the fire? So no. How about for 1,000 years? 50,000 years? How about forever? So why a mu'min should take Jahannam easy when he cannot tolerate this pain of this world for a little while? How can you tolerate it for thousands and millions of years? So why should take it easy? So this is what Imam is trying to make us feel the truth and the reality of this world and that world. So think about yourself, how weak you are, how weak your skin is, how thin your skin is, and how fine your bones are. Inshallah, we'll discuss more when you go to the next sentence. So dua is not just asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for yourself. It is something to ponder. It is something to reflect. For in every single little sentence, which is combination of 2 words. Diqqata azmi. See, diqqata 1, azmi 2. 2 words. But it has so much lessons in it to learn. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq and give us the knowledge and ability to learn from the teachings of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam and apply our knowledge in our life, inshaAllah, through good practice. May Allah keep us among the followers of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam. Any question, any comments? Anything? No? Everything is true, right? It's right. Okay.